Hi, I'm John Holden, and welcome to the Green Room. America's on a long journey in its goal of transforming our energy from fossil fuels to a world of renewable energy. It means companies not only need to embrace emerging green technologies, but actually invest in them to save our environment. The result is changing the landscape of our planet, as you're about to see. It's one thing to talk about renewable energy to save our environment, but to actually do something about it is another matter. It means changing the way we do business to make room for green initiatives, changes which can have a significant impact on our global environment.
We want to make sure that whatever we do, we're not affecting the environment in a negative manner, or at least we try to mitigate the environmental impact of all our activities, because we feel we should do this as a good corporate citizen.
Certainly almost anyone on Long Island in New York will tell you that change is good when it comes to companies working together for clean energy. On this 200-acre site at the Department of Energy's Brookhaven National Laboratory, the energy of the sun is being turned into green energy, thanks to one of the largest solar energy projects ever built in the eastern United States. The Long Island Solar Farm is considered to be the key to Long Island's energy future, as well as a gold mine for research by the National Lab into Alternative Energy Sources.
Well, the research agenda is, with Long Island Solar Farm is very unique, and it's really exciting for us because we get to understand how the local weather patterns, cloud patterns change, and how those affect actually the solar power plant production.
You could call this one of the biggest bangs for your solar buck ever. Here, nearly 165,000 solar panels have been set up in one space to capture the sun's energy, generating 32 megawatts of clean energy, enough electricity to power nearly 5,000 homes on Long Island.
This is the largest solar array in the state. It's the largest in the Northeast region. It's one of the largest solar arrays on a federal property. So it's not only a Long Island significant project, but it's a nationally significant project.
What it means is that Long Island has to import less power. It's a greener way to produce energy. And when we think about producing energy here, not just on Long Island, but in the U.S., it satisfies a lot of national energy and security concerns as well.
Owned by the Department of Energy and MetLife, the Long Island Solar Farm is just one example of the $2.5 billion in renewable energy projects that MetLife has chosen to invest in globally. Part of MetLife's overall philosophy to not only make a positive impact on the environment, but to create a healthier world for its employees and future generations.
Investments and projects such as Long Island Solar Farm will hopefully lead to lower energy costs for other projects of this type and encourage development of these types of projects. So this is one of the largest ones along the eastern seaboard, and MetLife invests in many other types of renewable energy projects such as wind farms, geothermal, and biomass projects, all which produce energy with minimal carbon dioxide emissions.
So we don't do this just from the standpoint of it being the right thing to do with respect to the environment, but we do it because we believe it's a good investment as well.
For instance, MetLife's workplace electric vehicle charging program is one of the largest in the nation of any company not in the business of selling electric cars. With 32 state-of-the-art charging stations for employee plug-in vehicles at 14 of its facilities across the United States, MetLife is leading a national effort to increase the use of electric cars while helping provide a more sustainable and eco-friendly workplace.
The employees actually love it. We get great feedback when it comes to that. And we've also had employees approach us and tell us that, now that MetLife is committed to putting in these car charging stations, it's really swayed our decision on what kind of car we want to purchase, and they've gone for the electric car chargers.
As a leading global financial services company with almost 67,000 employees and approximately 90 million customers in nearly 50 countries, MetLife's focus on the benefits of a healthy environment can be traced back to 1871, just 3 years after the company was formed.
We can look at how MetLife thought about the environment and about general health concerns going back to our formation, and back into the mid-1800s, we had slogans about opening up your curtains and letting the sunshine in, pure water program. Again, just trying to promote health, good living, kind of a cleaner way of living, if you will.
And today, MetLife's investments in the Long Island Solar Farm continues that dedication to environmental sustainability, a project that will abate more than 30,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions annually and produce over 50 gigawatt hours per year of clean, renewable energy into Long Island's electric grid.
Not only is it clean, renewable energy from the sun, but we are reducing those fossil fuels, we're improving our environmental quality, and it's a catalyst for jobs. That clean, green energy is producing clean, green jobs.
You could call the Long Island Solar Farm a truly shining example of how clean energy technology of the future can become the reality today, thanks to companies like MetLife banding together to drive sustainability.